San Francisco, a city built on hills, innovation, and tragedy. But beneath its colorful streets and vibrant skyline lies a darker history. On April 18th, 1906, the city was rocked by one of the most devastating earthquakes in American history. Thousands perished, the city burned for days, and some say not everyone moved on. The ghosts of San Francisco, haunted echoes of the great earthquake. Welcome to Off the Mystery, a channel hosted by real people, no AI voices, just me, Fofi, and Ron, bringing you the eerie, the unexplained, and the truly chilling stories. Tonight, we step into the supernatural side of San Francisco and uncover the haunted echoes of the great earthquake. At 5:12 a.m. on April 18th, 1906, San Francisco was still asleep, but beneath the earth, the sound and dress fault violently shifted. The shaking lasted less than a minute, though, but what followed was catastrophic. Over 3,000 people died. More than 80% of the city was destroyed, not by the earthquake itself, but by the infernos that raged for 4 days after. Fire crews were overwhelmed, water mains shattered, entire neighborhoods vanished. The destruction was total. Families were burned alive in collapsed buildings, hospitals were flattened, mass graves were dug, and amidst devastation, pain and trauma took root. After the city was rebuilt, strange stories began to surface. Sightings, whispers, footsteps in empty hallways. San Francisco wasn't just recovering, it was haunted. The Mission District, one of the hardest hit areas, became a hot spot for paranormal reports. Residents claim to hear screaming under the floorboards. Others see figures walking through walls, always vanishing before they can be followed. Lotus Fountain on Market Street serve as a meeting point for survivors. Here, family left desperate notes, calling out for loved ones who had vanished in the rubble. Even today, some claim the fountain is more than a memorial. Late at night, voices are said to echo through the plaza, whispering names, weeping, or even crying out in desperation. Phantom figures are seen standing near the fountain, only to fade into the fog. Even April 18th, a small ceremony still gathers here at dawn to honor the victims. Some say the spirits attend as well, standing silently in the crowd. The luxurious Fairmont Hotel was just days from its grand opening when the earthquake struck. Though the building stood, its opulence turned grim. Survivors huddled inside, and the ballroom became a makeshift hospital and morgue. Guests and staff today report strange encounters. Elegant women in early 1900s gowns glide silently across the lobby. A doorman from another century tips his hat and then vanishes into thin air. Most unsettling of all, some rooms remain unnaturally cold, as if the past refuses to leave. The Fairmont is the jewel of San Francisco, but its shine is shadowed by ghosts that never checked out. At 4th Mason stands the Haskell House, one of the city's most haunted residences. During the quake, officers and their families sheltered inside, praying the building would hold. Locals whisper about cold spots that freeze you in place, even on warm summer nights. Disembodied voices mutter in empty rooms. Visitors claim to feel unseen eyes watching them from the upper floors. One legend speaks of a soldier who died here, restless ever since. His boots are heard pacing the hall, heavy and deliberate. When the sound stops, silence presses in, followed by the chill of breath on your neck. The Haskell house stands as a relic of survival and a dwelling for spirits unwilling to leave. Golden Gate Park, the city's great escape, once became a vast tent city after the earthquake. Tens of thousands of homeless families camped here, grieving and desperate. Today, park rangers and visitors tell of shadowy figures wandering the meadows at night. Campfires appear in the distance, but when approached, nothing remains but darkness. The laughter of children has been heard in the fog, though no one is there. Some say the park holds the lingering energy of the displaced. Families waiting to return home more than a century too late. Some ghost stories come from direct descendants of survivors. A woman claimed her grandmother, a nurse during the quake, spoke of a man in ash-covered clothes who appeared beside dying patients, then disappeared into thin air. Others say their homes still shake at 5:12 a.m., only to find that nothing out of place. Ghost hunters have flocked to these sites, reporting spikes in electromagnetic fields, cold drafts, and unexplained recordings of cries and moans over a century after the quake. San Francisco has always been a city of reinvention. It rose from ashes to become a beacon of progress. But some say the past still lingers, in the shadows, in the whispers, in the ground itself. A reminder that not all who die in tragedy find peace. Thanks for watching Of the Mystery. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're a new channel hosted by real people, and we upload weekly. Share your thoughts and tell us what mysteries you want to uncover next.